Hey everybody, Reds Fan 1979 back here with a special baseball card video. Had a busy weekend, really nice weather, so did some running out on Saturday, and then Sunday we had some friends come into town from Northwest Pennsylvania. So I know there's a lot of YouTubers out in Pennsylvania, so shout out to those guys. Good friend of mine, they kind of live out near Mercer, PA, off of I-80, if everybody knows where that is, you know, you guys in PA. So, watched some exciting baseball. The Reds won the first game in Mexico against the Cardinals in pretty dramatic fashion, coming from behind after being behind 1-0, hitting 2 home runs off of Wainwright. Then yesterday, they kind of, they were competitive for a while, and then unfortunately, the bullpen, who's actually been pretty good this year, gave up some runs and they couldn't recover. So they split the series with the Cardinals, but I'll usually take that. So anyways, we're building some momentum. 5-9, not great, but now there are worse teams, and feel like we've at least got some momentum and headed in the right direction. So this is the 5th episode, I believe, of Chris's Card Talk. So again, headed into work just for a half day. My friends left just a little while ago, and got a great workplace with a very flexible boss, so it's nice we can do things like this. But for the topic for today, I thought about doing my favorite baseball card brands, and then kind of let you guys comment and see kind of what you guys' favorite brands are. So I want to start off the conversation by saying I'm not really into the high-end brands. I don't get it. I mean, they're interesting, but you know, like the National Treasures, the Transcendent, the Flawless, and all that stuff that's $500 or more a box, like, I just don't get it. I can't see spending that much money on a box of cards. If people have the money to do that, that's great. Once in a while I'll look for singles and pick some things up. Generally you can pick up stuff a lot cheaper that way on eBay, you know, Vottos and some of my Reds stuff. So not a total waste, but for me, just not going to be buying those boxes or packs. They're just too much. So I would say my favorite brands fall in more of the kind of the upper of the lower grade to maybe the mid-grade kind of brands. So I kind of like a combination, actually, of the more of the vintage style and the more modern stuff, and it really depends on year to year. So probably overall one of my favorite brands is Bowman's Best. Really like that. Was not collecting when they first started out with it back in the 90s, but just like the concept. It's generally a smaller set, you know, 100 to 150 cards, and a combination of veterans and rookies and prospects, and they have a bunch of autos and things like that. So I've really liked the last 2 years. This year I really like the design for 2018, really like that. Collected the set, and then last year I kind of liked the design, a little different with all the kind of bluey color background, but it was kind of neat. I'm actually looking back potentially at getting 2016, just buying the set. Really did like the design of those as well. The 2015 ones were kind of neat, kind of a silvery background. Those are probably my least favorite of the ones from the last 3 or 4 years, but may still, you know, look at getting a set. Those are one of the ones that I really like to get the sets of and kind of collect everybody, because again, it's a fairly small set, and you could buy a set for usually $30 to $40, where a box of them are generally, you know, $90 to $120. But they do give you 4 autographs per master box, usually 2 per mini box, which is pretty cool. That's the most of any product that I've seen, other than like the really premium products. So one of the biggest reasons I like them. So that's probably one of my more favorite modern brands. The other modern brand I like is Topps Chrome, and again, it really just varies from year to year. This year I really didn't like the base Topps, and it just mirrors, you know, the base Topps, so probably won't be buying a lot of it. Might be looking for some singles or some Joey Votto colored refractors, but probably not going to be buying a box I did buy boxes in 2016 and 2017, and they were decent designs. I really liked the 2016, how they did the colored refractors with those. The 2018 ones were okay. Or am I thinking? I guess 2017, ones were okay. I'm not a fan of how they did the colored refractors. I think it was 2017 where they had like the colored banners almost through the card, like a weird pattern. I'm just not as big a fan of that. But I did like the 2018 design, and I did like the colored refractors, especially like the red Joey Votto from the Topps Chrome update that I got. Really like that. The red really popped, really stood out. And I do like the sapphire sets that they sell. Again, those are so expensive for the boxes that I'll just generally go for the singles. So those are kind of my two favorite modern brands. When it comes to vintage, I didn't like the vintage for a while, and then I started kind of just looking at it more and trying to embrace it. And my favorite brand is Topps Heritage. And the one that I really, really liked the most was last year for 2018. I just thought they had a clean look with the white borders. Loved the design of them. I think it was, if I remember correctly, I want to say it was 1969 Topps was the throwback, but really cool. The white borders just made them look really neat, especially with the blue and the red ink autos. They were really awesome, just popped. And again, now Heritage is a lot bigger of a set. I believe it was, let's see, it was $350 or $400, I think. And then of course you had the short prints and action variations after that. I do like kind of the different variations that you can get. And I also like the fact that they have the chrome cards. This year I haven't bought a lot of packs. I did buy a hanger pack. And I did kind of like the design, the 1970s. Not as good as last year, but kind of that tan kind of borders and everything. And I do like the chrome cards. They're really neat. This year they have some different ones. They have the French text parallel, which is a little weird to me. They've got the silver metal parallel, which is really cool. I've been holding out a little bit on getting a Votto. I just missed out on one on an auction. I missed it by like 50 cents, and I was so mad at myself because it ended up going cheaper than any of the ones that have gone for buy it now. Those are between $20 and $25, but might look at getting those. I do have the base short print, the chrome refractor, and then the purple chrome, which is kind of it's a different purple. It's almost like a lavender, so it's a little different than like that deep kind of grapey purple. So that's kind of my favorite vintagey brand. In the past, I've liked Gypsy Queen a little bit, but it's been real spotty. I like the I think it was 2016 that come out. The 2017 and 2018 were okay. There was something I just didn't like last year about the logo was real big, and you know, just wasn't a fan of that, the banners and stuff. But this year I actually like the design, and in fact the colors seem more vibrant from some of the ones that I've seen guys open. And I really like this year how they have the Gypsy Queen chrome box toppers. I've been able to buy a couple of Votto cards. I've gotten the base chrome and also the indigo, which is a really cool like deep blue. It just really pops with the red uniform. So might also look into getting the gold refractor. So we'll see about that. But really neat design. I haven't bought any yet, but I am looking forward maybe to getting a blaster box or just a few packs here and there. So we'll see about that. Some of the other vintage brands, Topps Archives is kind of neat. I like last year how they started doing the 3 different like subsets of 3 different years, although I think they have done that in the past. But I really did like last year's design, and there was just a great rookie class with the Soto, the Acuna, Gleyber Torres, and some other players, Rhys Hoskins, that made it really cool to collect. So those are my favorite brands for now. I am looking forward to the Bowman that's coming out. I sometimes like the Bowman from year to year as well, with kind of the combinations again of veterans and then your prospects. So I don't do a ton of prospecting, but I'm definitely on the lookout for Reds prospects. So I know there is a Reds rookie pitcher in this year's, in the upcoming 2019, which releases in a few days, named Lyon Richardson. So if his auto's not too much, I may look at potentially getting that. I think he was acquired in the last draft in 2018. So anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Sorry, I know it went a little bit over 10 minutes, but let me know what you guys' favorite brands are. There's so many out there, it's just hard to, you know, I've had to really narrow my focus over the last year or two to just like, you know, 3 or 4 brands that I really enjoy and focus on. One other quick bit of news, I'm really looking forward to Filmington's rookie card explosion box. I won it as part of his 300 subscriber giveaway for the free flight to the National. Really looking forward to it. I've seen 1 or 2 boxes open and the lineup is just awesome. I think it's the best that he's had. It does have 2004 Bowman, which happens to have a Joey Votto prospect rookie card, like that Bowman Signs of the Future, which is one of the ones I don't have on my list. So again, the odds would be really, really rare, but would love to get that card. So thanks again, everybody, for watching. Hope everybody has a great week, and please like, comment, subscribe. Take care.